2026 is shaping up to be one of the best years of real estate in the last decade. And if you're not preparing, this video is going to make sure you're prepared so you can take advantage of what I think is going to be a 2026 gold rush in real estate. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ruud-Johnson. I've been doing off-market real estate deals for a decade. I've done a couple hundred of them, and I work with a few hundred clients across the country throughout our community and our services. And one of the things I can tell you for certain is over the past 2 or 3 years, right? I'm talking 2022, 23, 24, and 25, since rates been up, it's been maintenance mode. It's been a lot of people fighting to survive, to keep the lights on, to keep their team paid, to keep their marketing dollars going out. And most people are just in the trenches every single day, trying to push things forward. And I call this maintenance mode. And when you look at anyone who's made a lot of wealth in real estate, there's 2 seasons because real estate is very cyclical and we're very dependent on the overall market health for profit and deal flow. There's maintenance years and gold rush years. So no matter how big you get, how much money you make in real estate, you're going to have both of those years. You're going to have maintenance years and you're going to have gold rush years. And the past couple of years have been a maintenance year for almost every single person that I've talked to, even ones that are making millions of dollars per year, developing homes, flipping homes as agents, as wholesalers. It's been slower. A lot of it's just been paying themselves what they can, keeping the lights on, keeping the machine going, because they understand what you're about to understand in this video, which is if you can survive the maintenance periods and stay in business, the next gold rush period is where you're going to see massive exponential gains in your net worth and your business and your profit and in your life. And in this video, I'm going to take all that expertise and tell you exactly what you need to do to prepare for the next gold rush season. When I came in this business in 2016, I vividly remember going to my first event and I met about 50 people and the market was super good. Rates were low. Inventory was selling quick. It was amazing. And I got pretty close to about 50 people who were actively doing deals around the country, all ages, shapes, sizes, you name it. And I can name probably 3 right now that are still actively in business. Most of them have gone back to their previous jobs or they're in other industries completely. And the reason being is because no matter how much money you make in the real estate business, if you don't build a foundation that can weather both maintenance seasons and gold rush seasons, you set yourself up to having to change your business model. And every time you change your business model, you let go of your team and you stop momentum and progress. And momentum and progress is something that's really hard to build in business and really hard to get back. There's a quote that I love, which is the people who survive the winter will own the spring. And we've been in a real estate winter for a few years. Doesn't mean you can't make a lot of money because you can, but we've been in a real estate winter. And so if right now you dig in, you build the systems, processes, tools, and people I'm about to give you, you will own the spring. And an example of that is 08. And I have a business partner who in 08 is a perfect example of this. He was building homes. He was crushing it. Market collapsed. He had to let go of some of his team, but he found a way to keep the lights on and keep business open. Short sales, doing anything he could to get a deal done. And then when the next spring came, 2010, 2011, between that period in 2015, 2016 is when he made a substantial amount of his wealth because he was primed and positioned to take advantage. And seller psychology usually lags 6 to 12 months behind what's happening in the market. And so now today, sitting in September 2025, sellers are starting to realize finally the market's not that great. But when it turns around is when the magic happens and you want to be primed for that. So now you know the backstory and why I believe 2026 will be another gold rush and why I believe you need to focus on surviving the rest of the winter so you can own the spring. Let's talk about how you really buckle down and what you need to build right now to take advantage of the next gold rush. There's 3 areas you have to get right to take advantage of the next gold rush. The first area is L, or leads. So that's the first part of my 3-frame, let's call it winter apocalypse survival kit in the real estate business, which is leads, conversions, and operations, LCO. Leads is you have to have a way to get leads consistently. If you have a way to get leads consistently as the market changes, your cost per lead will come down, your leads to contract will come down, you'll need less leads to get a deal done, and you'll be primed to take advantage of the spring. As rates come down and the market starts to change back into a seller's market from a buyer's market, inventory moves quicker, assignment fees go up, flip profits go up, development profit goes up, listings go up. You want to make sure you have leads coming in every single day. The second part of that, as I'll say, after you choose which marketing channel you're going to invest in, and I think everyone should have an outbound and an inbound channel. That could be cold calling and mail. That could be mail and pay-per-click. That could be cold calling and pay-per-click. But have an inbound or an outbound that you're consistently getting deals from and invest in that now. And if you guys go back to my other videos in my channel, I break down exactly how to get those channels set up. The second part of that is brand. Having testimonials from sellers, having a good, strong brand, a good credibility packet, all the stuff we talk about inside the off-market method community, which I'll get into towards the end of the video. So the first thing you need is L, to be primed to take advantage of the next gold rush. The second thing is C, or conversion. You have to have a good sales process and sales system. And if you guys are not focusing there right now, you're going to miss out on the gold rush, because if you cannot convert deals at industry average or better, when the market turns around, which it will, you're not going to be poised to own and dominate the spring. And you're in the environment that as interest rates come down, it's going to create. So if you have leads, but you don't have a good sales process, nothing else matters. So spend time focusing on your sales process. Learn seller psychology. Learn how to be a solution provider, how to pay for first month rent, how to help people find their next apartment, find storage units. Be someone of service. Be a solution provider as you talk to sellers, and build that process for you and your team. If you want to build a team to solve that conversion piece, having a lead manager and an acquisition manager are two amazing hires you can make stateside or overseas to be primed to take advantage of the next gold rush. You then have and operations. And the operations component is very, very, very important as well. And that's the ability to scale what's working for you. And the number one thing I can tell you if you want to get your operations right is to have a really good understanding of your books, of your finances, of your profitability, and your ability to manage a team. And management and leadership is what's going to give you the tools to dominate the next spring market in a massive way. So if you're watching this video right now, the L, the C, and the O, the leads, the conversion, and the operations is the puzzle we need to get right now to take advantage of 2026. As I'm sitting here today filming this, today there was a 1/4 point rate cut, and they announced there's probably 2 more to come this year. I expect with rate buy downs, people to be back in the 4% range come new year. We're very close to it. So I think as those numbers start getting, marketed across major news networks, we're entering another gold rush. And I want you to be prepared with leads, with a conversion and sales process and a team, and then operational efficiency to scale your efforts and do more deals and build a lot of wealth in the next gold rush season. So the end output of all of this is you have 5 to 10 leads per day coming in. They're being worked consistently by you and your team with a good sales process, and you're operationally sound with your finances, your books, your management. If you can do those 3 things right now, as we wrap up this winter and as you continue to work and just survive in the trenches of maintenance mode, you will dominate the next spring market. By spring market, I mean as soon as rates come down to the high 4s, low 5s, which they're well on their way. If you guys haven't checked out yet the off-market method community, you can see that right here. It's my whole brain on real estate in one place. It's one of the top online communities for agents and investors across the country. I highly recommend checking it out. The link to that is below this YouTube video. And if you want to work with my team directly and have us hold your hand and help you solve that LCO puzzle so you can dominate the next gold rush, you can also check out Easy Button Real Estate down with the link below. Until next time, as always, you're only one deal away.